I want to share my story with you, and I in hopes that you'll take heed. And the moral of the story is to protect yourself, to understand people change, and to always look out and have your own back, even when you're married, right? So I'm married legally. I'm not with that person, but we were together for 10 years. So originally, we're from Arkansas. So he had finished school. I had put him through school, and he got a good job. So he gets a good job in California. He takes the job. So with his job, he's required to travel or whatever, and he would come home whenever he could. So he said he got sick of the distance and he wanted us to move to California. I was very reluctant to this because our relationship was terrible. It was really rocky. But I was like, I really want my marriage to work, so I'm willing to consider it. And so he tells me, when you move to California, go ahead and quit your job so we can start focusing on our family business. So I'm like, I don't really want to do that because I was taught you don't never depend on a man. Always get your own bag. And I've always been independent, always have taken care of myself without him. So I also want to add to this story, just a sidebar. All these years that he has not been great to me, he was always an excellent dad. And when he could provide, from my experience, he always did. He wasn't necessarily a consistent provider, and sometimes he would slack, but he would get himself back together. And he always had my back when it came to our children. Let me say that. So me and the kids, we leave Arkansas, we pack up, and we move to California. Keep in mind, we don't know a soul here in California. We don't know nobody. Only people we know is him. So I moved and I quit my job like he asked and trying to start focusing on starting the family business. Y'all, I BS you not. It's like one day that man woke up and it was just a different person for our kids. Like he just stopped providing in the way that he once provided. He became really careless towards me and the kids, and he started saying things like, I wish I kept y'all stupid asses in Arkansas. It was just weird. Like I was used to him treating me like that, but saying stuff like that about the kids, I was not used to that because he's always been 10 toes down about our kids. So a month within us moving here, about a month and a half, he just says, "Hey, I don't want to be a husband no more. I don't want to be a daddy no more. Y'all in the way of how I live. I want to be free and live my life. I deserve to live my life how I want to." And that man left us. Let me add for someone else, which is fine, but whatever. But something so interesting about this experience, considering that he made so much money, was when he left, he stopped financially supporting after he had me move somewhere where I don't know a soul and asked me to quit my job within a month and a half of making me move to California. Of course, after he said that, he tried to come back. But I was like, you didn't abandon me and my kids and then told us you don't owe us shit and you don't give a F about us and a bunch of other horrible things he said to us. I was done. I'm like, I know I ain't got no job. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I'm done with you. If you could bring me somewhere with some kids and abandon me, I'm done. Once he left, so did the financial support. He doesn't help me at all. I never in a million years expected that from him because from his track history, been with him for years, always an excellent dad. Me and him might be at odds, but he gonna come through for those boys. So I never thought like he would drag us to California, have me to quit a job, and then abandon us and say, I don't want nothing to do with y'all no more. So I was super shocked. But I learned a valuable lesson that I hope you young ladies learn too. People change. And do not put your livelihood in the hands of nobody, not even your husband, because people are fickle and they can change. Always get your own money. And if you are in a situation where you don't have to work and your man is paying bills, hold you some money back so you don't be left high and dry if he decides to change his mind. There is nothing wrong with loving your husband. There's nothing wrong with wanting him to lead you, but you need to have some cushion. You need to protect yourself. If it's in your mind, I don't want to quit my job because I don't want to get stuck high and dry, you pray about that. And if God leads you to tell you don't do it, you better not do it. Make sure you carry your own crosses. Make sure you have your own back. Don't depend on nobody or rely on nobody to do it for you. I love y'all, and I don't want y'all to make the mistakes that I made. So learn from me. Be well.